Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. So today, guys, this reading is going to be for Cancers, and it could apply to Cancer, suns, moons, or risings. The reading today is going to be, are you dealing with a narcissist? Now, you guys know I've done these videos before. I am quite passionate about narcissism. I just think that it's so debilitating for so many people, and so many of us that are empathetic sort of attract these narcissistic partners or narcissistic people in our lives. And sometimes we live with it for years and years without even knowing or suspecting that this person was like this. So the reading today is going to cover sort of how do you feel about this narcissistic person in your life. It could be a parent, a spouse, it could be an ex-boyfriend, it could be a brother, a sister, it could really be anybody. It could be your boss, it could be a coworker. So really it's how you feel. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the traits of this person. We're going to talk about why they're like this. We're going to get some insights, and we're going to get some insights as to why, what are some ways that they hurt or disrupt others, or like why do they do this? Ways that they harm themselves, and sort of ways to cut ties or heal if possible with this. Okay, so we're going to jump right into this. And this is, like I said, Cancer, suns, moons, or risings. And you know, if you're finding this, the messages can really apply to anybody, guys. So how are you feeling? Okay, so we're getting the Four of Swords. To me, I feel like you're feeling a little bit defeated by this, okay? So if this is an active person in your life, and by active, I mean that they're still a part of your life, or they're still in your daily life. Like I said, this could be a coworker, a boss, a parent. It could be your current partner. It could be an ex-partner that you still have contact with. Either way, you feel defeated by this person, or they made you always feel this way, okay? They made you feel like they could always win, okay? And usually with their words, I feel like words are weapons, and they definitely will hurt. And I do feel like words and things they said to you and things that they said to make you feel like shit about yourself were ways that they dealt with keeping control, okay? So I feel like in this period, in this time, if you are still involved with this person, they're just sort of holding you down. I feel like they're holding you back from achieving your goals, from achieving your aspirations in life. They're holding you back from having a normal functioning life. They're also holding you back because you constantly feel bad or guilty for them, okay? All these things are piling up around you. I sort of feel like if this person is active in your life, it's making you feel like you can't move forward, you can't move on, you can't, it's almost like they're paralyzing you with all their bullshit. And it seems like they always know the right thing to say to hurt you, or they know the right thing to say to make you like have nothing, like, in other words, you can't even respond at the audacity of what these people say to you, or what they've said to you, or this person has said to you, okay? Now, I feel like you take the lower road, well, not the lower road, you take the high road, because you know that you can't even battle back with words. It's like a sailed ship, okay? I can't even talk, sorry guys. It's like a sailed ship, meaning that you know damn well no matter what you say, they're always going to try to win. They're very vindictive, very bratty. They're very much like a child, and just like pulling tantrums, okay? It's very much like that. If you look at them in this way, you might feel a little bit better. You have to look at them like they're exactly like they're a child, okay? Very wounded, very hurt, very bratty little bitch child, okay? So if you're not in contact with this person, okay, and the way you're feeling now after the fact is that you're feeling a little bit guilty. You feel like there's something you did wrong, or something you could have done, or something you could have helped them. There is absolutely no helping a narcissist, okay? And the only way is no contact and cutting ties. So I feel like if you've done that, or if you haven't, you're working up to that, okay? You're working up to that. But if you've already done it, then I feel like you're feeling guilty, or you feel like you are still in some way defeated by this person, or defeated by your own regrets, or defeated by your own thoughts, okay? But you're in a period of no contact. I feel like you're really resting up, and you're really thinking about all the things that went wrong, all the things they said, all the nasty things they've done to you, the nasty ways they've made you feel, the nasty things, that names they might have called you, or ways they dealt with you. You're really thinking about that. You're sort of dwelling a little bit on that, okay? So that could be a little bit of how you're feeling either way. Either situation or scenario that I've just given you, okay? So if you have gone no contact, you are to stay no contact. This is absolutely telling you stay no contact, okay? And if you're working towards no contact, this is telling you that you will get to that point, and you are absolutely will have time to reflect, and there'll be a reflective period if you're not already in a reflective period. Okay, so traits of the narcissist. Oh my God. You guys, I just shuffled this. I can't believe this. Okay, traits of the narcissist. This is somebody who is extremely fearful of abandonment. Okay, that is a absolute trait of a narcissist, but they are extremely fearful of abandonment. They would make themselves sick with it if they thought that people were going to abandon them, and they'll pull any tactic, any lie, any bit of bullshit that they can to make you stay. They will lie to you about their health. They will lie to you about people they're really with. They'll lie to you about their money, their situation, all those. They'll just pull anything they can. This is someone fearful. This is someone that could possibly be addicted to substances or drugs. This is somebody that has codependency issues. Somebody who is mean-spirited at their core, okay? They want control. They want power. And that is what they value. So this is the traits. They feel like they have to have some level of control over you in order to feel like they can even match you. They have to feel some level of power and control. It's how they live their life, okay? They also have to have sort of like, they've already created sort of like these maladaptive behaviors where, like, you know, they'll make threats to you, okay? Or they'll lie about something, and you'll try to call them out on it, and they'll just lie some more, okay? They'll gaslight you. They'll make you think you're crazy, okay? They'll insult you. And then they'll cry about it after if you say, well, I'm not going to tolerate that. And sort of like this vicious cycle just sort of continues and continues. So these are some of their traits. This is not a good person. This is a bad person. Okay, guys, if it is a family member, I am so sorry. I know how painful that can be. And I know how painful it can be to realize when you come to the full realization that this person is this way. I know how hard it can be. But if you stay around them, they're only going to drain you. They're going to cause you grief and harm and chaos. They're going to cause you delays and happiness in your own personal lives. They'll use your children against you. They'll use your spouse against you. They'll do whatever they can. They're very toxic and sneaky like a snake. And it's like almost like toxic gas. Okay, if you keep breathing it in and breathing it in, you're just getting sicker and sicker right along with them. Okay, so that's some of their traits, and not good. Very, very, very ugly, very, very scary situation. I feel like they're abusive at their core. Okay, if they play poor me bullshit, it's just a way to suck you in, but I feel like they're abusive at their core. They don't really know what love is. They don't even love themselves. They can't love themselves. They're empty inside. And I feel like they've had past abuse. Okay, or they exposed you to some type of abuse in your life, or they were abusive to you. Whether, like I said, it's your coworker, a boss, they could be abusing you at work, just treating you badly, jealous of you, hateful towards you because they just want to be like you. If it's a parent, then they could have abused you as a child or exposed you to abuse. Or they could have been subtle with the abuse through the years. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into why they're like this. Okay, so they want to be right all the time. They have like sort of like a very sharp tongue. Okay, they want to be right all the time. They have issues with intelligence even. Okay, they may feel inadequate and intelligent. They're not, like, not that they're stupid or dumb, but they feel inadequate all the time. Okay, they feel like they're not smart enough, they're not good enough, but they always want to win all the battles. Okay, they're the type of person that has to have the last word, and if they can't have the last word, they'll sort of storm off and act like a fool because they couldn't have the last word. Okay, but that's super important to them. They're also very sharp with their tongue. They're very witty. They say things that they know will hurt you. They know how to push your buttons. Okay, so they could be like this way. They could have definitely some type of mental illness or emotional instability. Okay, there could be, like, more so than narcissism, there could be personality traits, like a personality disorder could be going along with this. Okay, they could have been, now this is coming in a little bit because we're getting a female energy, they could have been abused by their mother, or they could have lost their mother at a young age. Okay, that comes in with this Queen of Swords card. The Queen of Swords is not a nice person. They're very bitter, very when it's going along with this, I'm saying, guys, okay, when it's going along with the devil, they're a very bitter, nasty person, very, very much a bitch. Okay, they are super vindictive, okay? You do something to them, they're going to get back at you in some way, okay? They're going to find a way to punish you. They're going to find a way to get back at you or make you feel guilty, okay? So they may have had a lot of this in their own life, and they're sort of just reflecting back what was done to them, okay? So that could be why they're like this. Let's get into ways they disrupt others or hurt themselves. They create chaos. That's all they know how to do. They create complete and utter disgusting chaos. They like to argue, they like to fuss, they like to fight, they love drama, okay? They would love nothing more than to have a high level of drama so they could partake in it, or they could pretend that they're better than the drama. They can sort of like pretend, put a spin on it, like they'll pretend that they didn't create this, but they did. They like to talk behind people's backs. They like to turn people against each other. They like to start rumors and lies. They like to be the end all be all. Like they would love nothing more to start drama, and then you go to them for advice or help so they can misadvise you and they can make you feel like shit about something. They're never about you. They're always about themselves. A good example is if you called someone to try to talk to them or unlay your problems, they would somehow turn it back to themselves, okay? But yes, they hurt people with their destructiveness. They hurt people with their intrusiveness. They have no sense of boundaries. They're always bullying you or bullying into your life. They're always making drama for you to react to. Oh my God, I'm dying. Oh my God, I'm having a problem. Oh my God, I have no money. I can't pay my rent. Oh my God. It's always like this, oh my God, like in intensity, okay? Other people view them as this crumbling, burning building tower. Other people view them as a disaster, okay, that they want to just get away from, okay? And if they have anybody in their life at all, they're aiding them along. Like if they have any friends, the friends are disillusioned that they are narcissistic, and the friends just aid them along, okay? They only have friends to serve their own needs. Each friend will represent something different that they get out of that person. They're opportunists. Okay, so yes, very disruptive behavior, very, very hurtful behavior. I feel like they are just a walking, talking tornado, and they may not present that way until you get close to them, or, you know, this could also represent you sort of had it out with them, okay, or like a blow up is coming, or the final word is coming, okay? To me, this is finalization, and it's also that they have no good foundations in life. They have no stability, no security, and no good foundations in life. They never have. They never have. They have a bad habit of attracting people and people like running away from them and wanting to exile them and sort of stop their behavior, and they'll just sort of like leap out of this situation like it's a burning building. That's how badly this narcissistic person pushes people away. They want to run for their life away from this person. That's how toxic, that's how bad they are, okay? And this is also, to me, a little bit exposure to violence or violent behavior. Like with this narcissist, they could be violent towards you. They could always have violence going on in their life. They could be prone to violence. They could be prone to attacks or be the type of person that attacks you if they feel like you have wronged them in any way. Okay, ways that they harm themselves. Ways that they harm themselves. They just can't see past their bullshit, okay? They stay stuck in limbo. They don't make any progression for themselves. They don't make any progress for themselves. They stay stuck in the same patterns with the same people, the same ideals, the same ideas, the same patterns. They just stay stuck. They think that they are a victim all the time. They always think that they're the victim in the situation. They will always make themselves out to be the victim in the situation. No matter what, they're always the victim. You're always wrong. Somebody else is always to blame. And they stay stuck in this state where they can never see things a different way, okay? You could present to them a million different ways, a million different ideas for help or assistance or things that they should do. They'll never see it your way because they're stuck on this belief that they have to be the victim. They will not ever make themselves really truly available to help, okay? Because they either like the victim mentality because they gain lots and lots of attention, and attention is supply, okay? Remember that. They need supply. Supply is their oxygen. Attention is their oxygen. Okay, they cannot live without supply. They will immediately replace you if they think that you're turning against them. If they've had failure with you, like trying to reconnect with you or trying to get you to behave the way they want you to behave, they will drop you like a hot potato and they will move on to a new source of supply. Okay, so they are harming themselves by not seeing any of the error of their ways, not seeing that they're disturbed or that they're a sick person. Okay, they'll never see that they're a sick person. Narcissists never get help. They never go to therapy. They stay stuck in this energy till they go to the next one, the next one, the next one, the next one. They will go through people like paper in the wind. Okay, and they'll always find somebody that's going to feel sorry for them. They'll always put the poor me act on. But to me, this is somebody who's in limbo. They cannot change. They're chained to their beliefs, and they're chained to their awful lifestyle, and they're chained to their anger and their resentments and all those things. They cannot let those things go. So like I said, if this is a family member, guys, it's difficult, but it's definitely, the cutting ties has to be there. If it's somebody at work, this is just somebody that's very, very sick, and they're definitely going to hang themselves. Okay, like, you know that expression, like, give them all the rope they need to hang themselves. It means that they will hang themselves dry. They will be exposed, or they will, be caught acting this way, or something like that. Okay, or they'll get their punishment in some way, or their karma. So ways to cut ties. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is going to be more for you, for self-love. Okay, so realizing that you need to love yourself in every way that you possibly can, and that these types of relationships are highly toxic. So getting away from that and really upping like your self-love, and sort of like focusing on the people in your life that are good and positive and loving towards you. That's a good way to reestablish boundaries, or reestablish the fact that you need to cut ties, or reestablish the fact that there's no getting through to this person and they're not going to change. Okay, so let's just get a card for advice, and then we'll wrap this up. So be true to you. So your feelings about this person are true, okay? Nothing in the world would ever want you, like nothing in the universe would ever want you to have to suffer a person like this, unless there was some type of karmic energy or karmic partnership or some type of karma that needed to play out, okay? So by being true to yourself and true to your feelings, and keeping this person at bay, or keeping them as far away from you as you possibly can, or severing ties completely, is going to be the best thing that you can do. And honor your feelings, okay? Because the narcissist will not honor your feelings. They don't care about your feelings. I hope this was helpful, guys, and let me know what you think. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker.